Hey everyone, welcome back to the Challenge Fandom podcast. We are back to break down episode number 11, and it's called A King of Kamikaze. Well, whatever the fuck
I don't know
means.
who said it this week.
Yeah.
I really cannot figure it out. So if y'all know who said that one, let us know in the comments. Yeah.
With that being said, before I forget, if you haven't subscribed, do what you guys do. My name's Rick Hayes. This is my beautiful wife, Karina Hayes. We've got Josh motherfucking Chambers. And then we've got a very special guest, co-host of the... Hold on. Don't tell me. I'm going to get it. Fuck. The realest podcast? Is that it?
The biggest.
The biggest podcast. None other than Mally Smith. Thank you so much for joining us. And Mally, before we get any further, we'll make sure we link the podcast as well as your IG on here. So anybody that wants to go take a listen, definitely make sure you guys do that. But dude, thank you so much for hopping on with us.
Of course. Anytime.
No, we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
and
we're excited.
So before we even get into the episode, we want to talk to you about, your challenge fandom, like how you kind of came into this, what you love about the show. And, I'll throw a couple questions back and forth, and I'm sure so will everybody else wants to kind of dive into it. But I know you were saying earlier that one of your favorite seasons was Cutthroat.
Yeah.
What was it about Cutthroat that made it your favorite season?
I think that that was one of the first few times that we seen. I think that was the first time we seen three-way teams.
Mm-hmm.
Where then it was kind of picked like dodgeball style, like the first one to come as the captain, the first three to come as the captain, and then you all got to pick a team, girl, boy, And the mixture of teams, like it was like Bananas was on a team with it was like Abe and Cara and Laurel and on one team against, then Derek K had to go in millions of times. Like it was just, and then Brad was so scared of going in that, it was a lot. But I think that's really what it was. And then Banana Backpack, like that was
iconic.
It's a hard season to turn down. It really is.
When you think about it, it's like, and I actually like that final too. The whole Sarah talking so much shit like Cara isn't that, and then dying in a final. Dying.
Just the irony of it.
The irony of her dying in a final, and Cara, Cara wasn't even a weak link. And Abe on Holiday, he telling them y'all got to do more. He died.
Yep, exactly.
So it was like it was interesting, and just like the fact that the blue team was down to like two women and they still got to go to the final. Like it was just like,
and they finished. Didn't they finish it? Did they finish it? I can't remember. I think they did. Yeah.
They
either they finished. I don't know if they got all the way up to the tower, but I know that they hung in there pretty good, considering who they were competing against. Yeah.
They didn't die and they did that thing, but.
That's a great season. There's so many things like that I really loved about that format. And it's funny because I forgot about it until you just said it and you were talking about picking the teams. But I remember when the season kicked off with them racing to the arena.
Yeah, it was a race.
And then the last place people were the ones who got to be the team captains and pick the teams. And I always thought that was so interesting. And then I loved that it was like, you had to vote in your own teammates. And it was a silent vote, and so I always thought that really added like an.
It was silent, and they would pop so much shit in the confessionals.
Exactly.
Oh my god! Yeah, they would.
Oh my god! And they was just throwing Derek in like crazy. Oh my gosh!
It's wild to look back at like Derek C then and what we know Derek C to be now.
Yeah.
And the evolution of that after taking a few seasons off. And I think that's the real interesting part too with this. Just the challenge.
He didn't win one at that point, right?
No, I don't think he had won anything. I think that was his first season. He was first out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because that's when they showed up in just jeans and flip-flops into the arena, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think they had uniforms but that was when they first got there, yeah.
Anyways, getting into this a little bit deeper, as far as, kind of like your Mount Rushmore, where would you do that if you were going to break it down? Top 4 men, top 4 women?
I feel like everybody from Mount Rushmore should be the same. I feel like Bananas and CT has some, and Jordan has, Bananas, CT, Jordan West is right there.
Yeah.
I feel like if anything other than that is just what can you say?
Darrell, DK.
Darrell's a decent argument if you're looking at
But all
numbers.
his wins are teams. I get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any individual
you
wins.
kind of gotta I'm going off of like
But he did win
he's
4
the
in a row.
only one who hasn't won later. You know what I mean?
In the common era.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Right.
CT, Jordan, even Wes. You know, I'll count his All-Star win to, you know?
I mean, he was beating Yes up that mountain, but Yes passed him pretty easily.
I think you can make an argument for Darrell, but I think
I might throw Yes over Darrell.
I can see that too. I think Wes is just a logical choice, like you said, because he's won in all 3 stages of his challenge career. He's shown that he's consistently one of the best guys.
Right.
Yeah, there's nobody I will remove off of there for Darrell.
Yeah, and the other 3 you can't really argue just based on dominance.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't really argue Wes. Like,
Okay,
I feel like
I
the
get
better
it.
conversation. You can? You think you can argue?
No. I said okay. I get it. I was trying to be funny.
Okay. I feel like the better argument is ranking Mount Rushmore.
Oh, like what order they go in?
Yeah. So where do you guys stand with that?
As of right now, the way it's played out, it would go probably Jordan's and like to me, Bananas.
Whoa,
Jordan's number 1. I say you line them
yeah.
all up right now.
100%.
Jordan sweeps them all.
Jordan beats all of them.
Yeah, like, and that's to me what the GOAT is, right?
Yeah, but no. Because in a different time, it might be a different conversation. So I'm gonna just go off of the career, and I don't know. Jordan might not even be 2 when you know, maybe.
It's to me, what are you factoring in, right? Like right now, if I'm factoring in
Like
who I
totality.
think,
Actually, he
the
might
totality, like entertainment, biggest moments, all of that, then
I'm going like dailies, seasons 1, elimination record, impact, you know, when they won for a fact, because you know some seasons are harder than I feel like Wes's what that was fresh meat.
where he went in multiple times.
He won Duel
He didn't win that
2.
one.
He won Duel 2, Rivals 2, and then I'm sorry, not Duel 2.
Duel
1, Rivals 2, and then All Stars 3. Wow, that's weird. Was it All Stars 3 that he won?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he won Duel 1, Rivals 2, and All Stars 3.
Yeah. My thing with
In that order, his first, second, and third win. That's weird. I have never noticed that before. I wonder if he's noticed that.
I just want to like, and here's my argument for Jordan. Like, how much higher would you rank Bananas and what he's done if he only had one hand?
That's 7 times though. That's
doing the same thing that they're
Until
doing.
he do that 7 times, then maybe I could talk about it. But that we can't. I don't think another person's gonna get to 7.
So here's my argument for Jordan.
It's his winning percentage.
Is how long did it take Bananas to get to those 7, and how long did it take Jordan to get to his 5? And the difficulty of the seasons and casts where Bananas was winning a little earlier, like the Island, like Duel or the Ruins, versus Jordan's wins in a more
I hated Ruins.
in a more common, like higher competitive level of the game.
I feel like the island was kind of difficult for him. He had to fight for that. I'm not.
But Dirty 30, Jordan with a broken leg, beating CT.
Smashed up his knee crashing from the skydiving,
Yeah.
and then still won. That's nuts.
Long story short.
Anyway,
Bananas
You're all
won
right.
free agent.
Free Agents was a great win for
That
Bananas.
was
Yeah.
OD, and he had to go through. But he had to go through Jordan. He had to go through CT in the final. He had to, like, I don't think there's a better. That's a better win.
The really interesting thing is that they've all beaten each other because
Yeah,
CT
that is
beat
true.
Jordan and Bananas on Rivals 2. Jordan beat Bananas and,
CT in different seasons.
in various different seasons. And then
Bananas
Bananas
beat
beat
CT.
Jordan
Yeah,
in Free Agents, and he's beat CT a couple different times. So, in like Battle of the X's on the mountain. So that's really, in my opinion, what makes this argument so interesting. And it's like, I could sit here all day and argue for Jordan or CT, but really, like, in my opinion, that's the fun debate to have, but it doesn't really matter what order you put them in because any of them is a viable like option, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a harder time. Like, I can flip on Jordan depending on like how I'm basing the conversation. If I'm basing it on entertainment and what he has done for the show compared to just competitive ability and like who do I think is going to win a season, it's Jordan. But if I'm talking about like who's done the most iconic moments, it's hard to argue with Bananas stealing the money from Sarah or CT and DM's love story, you know, and that's the nostalgia that plays against it too.
Right.
To me, I can't determine Bananas and CT. It's
too difficult.
They're too closely
worked. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Or 2 and 3 is what
or
you're
2,
saying?
3.
Or
like,
or 2 and 3?
But it's like 1A, 1B or 2A, 2B. Like they're literally the same for me. Like it's too hard to even separate them apart from each other because they're both so instrumental to this show.
I feel like Bananas got it together early. I feel like CT, when he was if he wasn't such a hothead, he would probably, you know, come out 2 or 3 wins.
I think what you were trying to get at a minute ago is that the more interesting one for me is the women. Because that's really, in my opinion, where things like can get really dialed in and it can get really like confusing on who to pick because there's such a wide range of women that have the exact same stats. So it's like then you have to really look at the entertainment factor, the impact and stuff like that.
Just real quick, I was going to say, I have an easier time picking my GOAT between Jordan and LeBron than I do fucking picking the challenge. And I think that's wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, getting back to the women.
I would throw that, I was to say, I don't even think I could rank. I mean, maybe I could rank the men, but as far as the women, Laurel for sure. Cara earned it. Tori.
Nice. Yeah.
Tori in there. I'm not going to lie. And then.
Wait, which Tori? I want to be clear. Deal or Hall?
Hall. It's Tori Hall.
Absolutely Tori Hall.
Hey, fair question.
Evelyn. Yeah, I miss Evelyn.
I miss her too.
And I feel bad because we talked about me ranking all the men and then nobody else ranked any of their men. So in their Mount Rushmore.
I would rank my men right now, just how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Damn, it's really difficult when you think about it.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Like, all right, I'll just say West would be number 4.
Yes.
I'll say that. But
agree.
3, trying to decide like who, like you can't put Jordan over Bananas without putting him over CT. But
that's fair.
That is a fair argument.
So it's kind of like, damn. Let's go Bananas 1. No, I'm not gonna go Bananas. Just because of his later seasons.
Yeah.
I don't, like it. Like now, if you bring Bananas to a final, you can win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Honestly, he should have stopped at Total Madness. He should have gone out on his 7th win and retired as a 7-time champ and just said bye.
Or went to All Stars like West did.
Yeah, because now he's just diminishing his legacy every time he comes back and goes out early. He's
still a challenge.
For sure. And I feel like,
bro, no. As funny as that is, if we're having a debate on that, it's clearly CT. It's not Bananas. But that's a different argument.
What was the challenge?
Yeah.
I think it's Bananas.
We'll argue that a little bit later.
Yeah. I'll take it into that. But
I want to know. I know you agree with Mally. It's Wes at 4. Who's your 3?
My 3?
Yeah. If you're going to rank them 1, 2, 3? I know what it is, but I just want you to
you
say.
You want to make me say
I'm going to make you say it. Yeah.
Jordan CT Bananas.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. Actually, that might be mine. That might be mine because CT in these past 2 seasons did the same shit the Banana did. So it's like both of them are kind of like. Yeah, like West kind of did it right.
Yeah, he did. He went out on a win.
One more
no,
season
he didn't.
do that bullshit. I'm putting West above them.
No, West came back on
Worlds
and went out with that
Yeah, because he wasn't he with
no. He came back on not World Championship. It was the one after that, right? No, it was World Championship.
It was either Worlds or it was USA 2.
Yeah, USA 2. I think it was USA 2.
That was one of those, but he lost in the elimination.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. The one that Jordan won? Easily?
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it was the one. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
No,
there were so many friggin' seasons coming out all at once that like I
enjoyed that time.
It's a blur for me though.
I like the USAs and the Australia. I watched all of them. I loved it.
Yeah, no, they were good. They were decent. I didn't watch the UK one, and I didn't get to see the Argentina one.
The UK one was brutal because the first episode,
busted his face.
I don't know if you remember the guy from the season before last.
Mm-hmm.
With,
James. Yeah,
he was messing with Mariah.
He busted his face. Yeah,
the first episode that happened, he busted his face. He fell, and he came back, and it was just that season was a good season though. It was brutal.
Yeah, I saw the clips. It was just like by the time that UK had come out, Worlds literally was starting like 2 days later, and I was like, even though it's only like 5 episodes, I don't have time, and I've just never. I literally have the episodes on our drive. I just haven't gone back to watch it. There's just been so much challenge that it's like I haven't really had a need to go back. So
agreed. And me and you've already discussed that at length. But Josh, who's your top 4? Rank them off.
Rank them? Why? Why are you
talking about? Because we're all doing it. You got to be on the spot too.
We've had this conversation before. Just go play the tape.
Nope.
Everybody else is doing it, Josh.
Yeah, come on. It's not peer pressure. It's just your fucking turn.
Right, it is, and I kind of like Karina's, but at the same time, it's hard to deny 7 championships over 19 seasons.
Yeah,
I mean it's still a legacy. He still has the argument to be like, I am the challenge because he's been around so long. Yeah, I mean half the book is about bananas.
No, for sure, absolutely.
I have to go bananas. CT Jordan West.
There's no wrong answers.
No, I know.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers. And I think everybody at this table and also probably everybody listening knows that like my list is slightly biased, right? Because I'm always going to put CT above bananas. Always, 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 forever and ever, always. And then Jordan, I just can't argue his absolute dominance in this game since he entered. So like, that's why bananas ends up at 3. Do I actually think bananas is like the 3rd best? Probably not. No. But that's just how it works out for me. So
I understand.
For the women, I like your list and I respect the Tori list because at the same time, I would like to put Tori in as the same reason I would like to put Emily Schramm in. It's hard to do. Right.
Yeah. Really?
And
I think Emily's done more than Tori.
I think if you look at no, not now, not after 40. I'd say prior to 40.
If she hadn't returned on 40, she would have kept one of the best records ever. She 4 seasons, 4 finals, 1 win.
No elimination losses.
No elimination losses. Like
her team kind of did her wrong too, though, on 40. But whatever.
Yeah, but I would say for me, if I was going to rank them just by it. I think influence plays such a bigger role in the women's side, and that makes me want to put Cara at 1, just because of the amount of fans and what she brings into the season as far as fandom.
I mean, being a solo winner does.
It does, whether we like how it happened or not, or like whether we like, not even whether or not like how it happened. I just mean like whether or not we like the fact that it was a solo winner season or not.
Yeah,
that's what happened,
still a win.
Right?
Yeah.
Whether or not we like how the end of that final was ran, it is what it is.
What's the lore behind that? Like,
well, just the fact that, like, for example, at the end of day 1, because it was broken into multiple days. At the end of day 1, Zach finished in first place by like over an hour. And then on day 2, his reward for, finishing so far ahead of everybody was he got a 2-minute head start. So it's like, it's just stupid to me. I hate when they do this in finals, when they split it up into 2 different parts or 2 different days. And they're like, you were an hour and 47 minutes ahead of everybody. Here's your 2-minute head start to finish the fucking final. And it's like, what? You're kidding me, right?
It actually was a 1-day final, but they break it into 2 parts. Yeah,
it was a 2-part thing.
I just know someone's going to comment. It wasn't a 2-day final. It was a 1-day final, but they broke into 2 parts, and Zach was so far ahead. That was the one where Nicole rolled her ankle in the fucking flat field. I remember that.
Yeah,
the suits of armor.
Yeah, that was the season that started the Cam War.
Fouled me.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. They had to do that stupid. What was it? High-low. The game. High-low as part of the final.
And
I was like, this
is banana screw Tony.
Oh my god!
It was so good. It was karma in the quickest reaction.
Oh my god.
What I was going to say, women-wise, I would say you got to put Jenny West in there. Just by I don't think there's one woman that could beat her in any season. You put her in. If she gets through to the final, no woman's beating her in the final.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't put her at 1, but Jenny West is in my Mount Rushmore.
It's tied with somebody.
She's won twice, and she's only been in 3-4 seasons.
Rachel did win because of
points.
Yeah, points. She wasn't close at all. Michelle would have got second.
Yeah, she actually was in third, but everybody
Jenny
loves
West
her,
beat Bananas in a fucking final.
Casey being
nope. Casey lost to her in Total Madness.
Yeah,
that was rookie Casey though.
Yeah, but she beat Bananas in the final. Do you think Casey's beating Bananas in the final?
Oh yeah.
Maybe now.
Madness Bananas. He was in shape around that time. He was cool. I mean, that was good. That was a good final. Actually, I give her.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad final. The one up the
mountain. Did she get smoked by Tori in elimination?
She did get smoked in World C. Yeah, that one was wild. That adds to the Tori lore so much too.
It really does.
So Cara, Jenny West, Laurel. It's hard not to put Evelyn in there just because of the 3 wins, but they're all older wins. I'm going to say Sarah Rice.
Ooh.
Now, if you ask me that in 3 days, the list might dramatically change outside of Cara and Laurel, but right now that's where it's at.
Okay. I'll take Sarah. I like that.
Who you got?
I don't know. Cara, Laurel, Sarah. And I don't know, I guess Tori or Emily. I don't know.
You could throw Ashley Mitchell in there.
I don't want to.
No, that's fair. All right, Josh.
Cara, Laurel, Evelyn, and Miss Dill.
No one said Veronica.
Is that shocking?
No, it's not really. I mean,
I'm just here to drink wine and have fun.
Yeah, she kind of taints that legacy, but I love her. I love her in the game.
Oh yeah,
like if we're talking about like the pillars of the game, you know, we've had this debate before. If we're talking about the pillars, then Veronica's definitely on it.
I'm watching that season because I know, like her politics is like top tier.
Oh, she is amazing on 40.
Political and strategy, still top of her game. Like there's few that can compete with her.
That, still got on. So like, I'll give her respect.
Yeah. Anyways, we could dive into this all night. Let's get into this episode because one thing I do want to talk about with this episode is CT being in the house. It feels like once again, it kind of being out of the house, just like when Bananas left, it creates like a little vacuum, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's right back onto Olivia and them.
Right. Yeah, no, I thought it was really interesting. Like it's just interesting when the legends of the game, if they happen to leave before the final, the storyline still continues around them. And it's not even just like Bananas and CT, because it happened on 40 after Devin left.
Mm-hmm.
It's just players who are influential to the game, like that are majorly influential to how the game is running, whether they're running it or someone's running it on them. You know what I mean?
How do you think CT plays into that?
Into what do you mean?
Like into still being in the house but not being in the house.
I think just because like that was their whole game, right? Their whole game was getting CT out, and I don't quite know that the rest of the house thought that it would happen as quickly as it happened. And it's almost like they didn't really know like what to talk about or what to do or what in production, what to show to keep the fans watching, because I think production knows there's such a big handful of fans that when Bananas gets eliminated, they stop watching. When CT gets eliminated, they stop watching, you know? So it's like CT is gone, but the very first thing we see in the episode is all the rookies standing around creating a little montage to him and like praying over him. And then production puts together like a highlight reel, you know, for the episode. And it's like, he's not even there and he's still part of the storyline.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you think it's going to happen next episode though? Because I feel like with the season 40 thing with Devin, that actually caused a friction. Like that was causing actual storylines. Even with Bananas leaving, like when he left this season, it kind of caused Olivia to like, you know, and whoever he left behind, you see Leroy kind of faded to the back. Like, hold on. That's not my smoke. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of created. I don't think do you think the CT thing is going to like create a thing?
I think it was a 1 episode carryover. I think that number one, the reason Devin's carried on so long in season 40 is because he still had like his best friend there that was still pissed the fuck off. CT doesn't have anyone here like that. Yeah, and honestly, Bananas doesn't really have anyone here like that either. Yeah, I honestly think the most like influential long-term, storyline after somebody has left is Lekka. And it's been influential to how the game has been played since she's left, even though she's not there. She's constantly being talked about. By the way. It's so dumb.
Yeah. But the wild thing is, if you look at the like challenge stats shows this, whenever big players like a CT, a Bananas, a Jordan leave a game early, their mentions throughout the house still stay within like the top 5 or 10 people throughout the whole season, even if they left early. It's wild. Like they still play a central storyline.
Talking about Bananas till this episode.
Yeah,
I mean, look at us right now. We're literally talking about him, and he hasn't been in the game since what, episode 4?
I am the challenge.
Yeah, think about 39. 39. He wasn't even on that fucking season we were talking about him.
Yeah,
because of Mariah and fucking James.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, he was supposed to be a mercenary," but he said no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
He said he didn't, but
he said that's not true.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah, bro. I do think it's interesting. I do think it once again creates a little bit of a vacuum, like you said. Do I agree with you guys that it probably won't go on past maybe one more episode where he'll get mentioned? No, probably not.
Yeah.
I think it's all been like a buffer before we get into the real storyline, which is going to be Olivia, Theo, their alliance versus what seems to be Sydney, D, and
I don't know. It's a lot of alliances going on in the house. It's kind of hard to figure out who's really hate going against who, because D is slimy. That little the 3, even America kind of like she's kind of she's slimy too. D, America, and Sydney. They're slums. Yeah. So like it's kind of hard to see. I know. And then Ashley and Nani, oh man, I hate them this season too.
Yeah.
They just like that whole the attic alliance. I don't like that alliance. I used to like Michaela, but this season she's kind of like I don't know.
This is the season I'm liking her.
Really? I was gonna say
I haven't liked her at all.
I liked her last
until
season.
this season.
I liked her USA.
See,
it was good.
I have moments just like with everybody on any season where I don't agree with certain takes she has on the game, but I do recognize that like she plays the game really solid. She plays a solid fucking game, and she only plays really for herself, and she's playing to win. She's not playing to further anyone else's game or an alliance game. It's what move can I make that makes sense for me to get to the next point.
I just don't like her based off association right now. That's really just what it is. It's
I
just
like how vocal she is.
That's fair.
I love how vocal she is and how she always going to stand up when she stand up. It's like who she's aligned with right now, like Nani, Ashley, and I mean Aviva's cool, but just the Nani and Ashley is just like to be with. Why you want to be with?
I had to start with Vets. That's Ashley, where she fell in.
I wonder. No, I'm not even going to put speculation just in case. I'm not even going to do it.
Oh, God. Okay.
I have speculations. All right. I just have speculations because I feel like and this, I feel like Michaela and Tori didn't really see eye to eye when they played each other in USA 2. We saw certain things in the daily where they were going against each other.
Tori was treading a lot because she didn't want to go against those girls. She made nice with those girls on purpose. You know what I mean? When it was like, never really see Tori probably like that. Like, she was like, yo, I don't want no smoke with y'all. Y'all win, I win. I'm going to save y'all. Y'all save me. Let's keep it like that. And you made that deal with 3 people?
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing. Those, like, I love having Michaela on. I would love to have Desi on.
Desi was fun.
Desi was fun.
I don't know if we'll see Desi with everything that's going on.
I like Chantel, too.
I really like Chantel.
Yes.
Low-key, I like Chantel's, like, when she starts doing her social media feed, like, about her job, because she's like a recruiting negotiator.
Yeah.
So she puts out some really interesting content.
Yeah, she does.
I love her gameplay.
Her gameplay on that was really good. Yeah, I love that whole alliance with Tiffany Mitchell too.
Oh, I love
and
Tiffany.
Michelle was in that
too. Yeah.
God, I love Tiffany so much.
I love Tiffany. Yeah. And
that's
Josh,
good. There is no Tiffany slander allowed on this podcast.
Wow, Josh is good TV. I can't believe I was saying.
Yes, I am.
No, but look,
we love Josh.
We're low key huge Josh fans here because I've watched him since Big
really?
Brother. Yeah, I think he's fucking hilarious, and I think
he's no longer the goof.
But he makes the best TV.
He makes good TV.
He
though,
does when you think about it. Yeah, he do. He pisses me off because, like, my favorites, he always does some stupid bullshit.
His loyalty is questionable.
His loyalty is everywhere. When it's like, yo, everybody I fuck with, you slum out. How can I fuck with? You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro.
But really think about the seasons that he's been in, especially since Double Agents. And if you remove him from that season, what else do you have?
That was a lackluster season, and he did kind of carry.
Yeah. Yeah. And same,
even just with drama, like fighting with Devin, the 8x9 and Big Brother sucks. And, you can borrow my jumpsuit if you want, or whatever the fuck he had, like.
Or even his, I need to get an elimination.
And the goof.
He just gets cooked. Oh, he want to get some Michi.
Look, he's the underdog, man. So I got to root for him too, because like he got lined up against Corey in that one elimination.
And Corey,
like, Josh.
Exactly.
Fuck.
And then he went against Fessy, and it's like,
it's like, fuck, man. Can't you get like Dunbar or something?
I know, right? And then
got Jordan in a tug of rope fucking elimination and still couldn't win. Poor guy, dude.
He can't beat a one-handed man in a tug of war. His eliminations,
he had some tough eliminations. He had Corey, Fessy, Jordan, Kyle,
CT, he lost to
CT, like.
He's had some tough ones.
He's had some fucked up eliminations too, like the one against Kyle. He had to do not so fast inside a Buick. Like that shit was wild.
Like, which one did he have to do the steps?
Oh yeah.
Which one was
the
that?
Step
one?
Was
that he had to like go and build and then put a step down and then go back and then put a step down.
I don't remember what that against. I don't remember what that was, but I'm like getting little flashes of it.
I don't even remember it.
I can't remember who it was against.
I forget who he faced.
Damn.
I still
can't remember what season it was, but I can like faintly see it in my like mind's eye.
Yeah.
But I can't place it.
I don't remember. Honestly, I really don't. All right, so let's get into this episode. Nothing really too crazy happened in the intro. I mean, a little bit talking about like people staking a claim because permanent partners aren't really fucking permanent in this show.
You guys like to stake a claim?
It depends on who I was partnered with. I'll get in. Like, I would have staked a claim if I.
No, I mean, do you like the concept?
I do. I just don't like the way they present it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll get into it. Let's do the daily real quick.
It's called Band Together. Basically, you have to alternate turns running up this fucking hill, grabbing heavy ass objects that have strong elastic bands around them. And then you have to assemble that holding a pole that has a flag out on the end to a wooden base. Is the best way I can fucking explain this shit. It's basically turned into a balance beam.
Really quick, I just want to say, because our middle son watched this episode with us, and we're at the daily part, right? And I don't remember where you were. It was during our rewatch, and you were up doing something. And he goes, "Why don't they just jump off and get in the water and pull the flag off?" I was like, "Oh my God, because there are rules. You can't just do whatever the fuck you want."
I respect him. That's a Devin take right there. That's really a hot take.
Did they specifically say you can't do that? I don't know.
Right.
I was like, Jesus.
What'd you guys think of this daily? Did you like it? Were there certain things you wish they would have done differently?
After the trivia one, I mean, I didn't like how like the trivia was like their first one together. Like I wanted more of a teammate based challenge. So this was kind of that for me. I like the fact that I was surprised at D and Derek winning. I was surprised at that. Like I said, D was kind of rubbing me the wrong way, but I like that. Is this her first win?
Second.
It's her second. Derek's first.
Oh, she won with bananas, right?
Yeah, on the first episode.
Okay, yeah. So, that was a full loss.
Aviv and Jeremy, Gabe and Johnny.
That was surprising as well.
Yeah.
I thought Aviv was going to be good doing the whole balancing. She's the smallest girl out there.
Seriously.
She carried it was weighing her down and stuff.
Yeah, she just got way too tired. But yeah, I was shocked. I thought that she would, do really well at this. I was very shocked by Aviv's,
I think like just getting straight into it.
Are they still getting points?
No, they stopped doing points when they went into teams. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the most impressive thing about this whole daily was Gabe's ability to get out there I don't know his exact height and weight, but taking a look at him, I'm assuming he's probably 6'4", 6'3", 240, 250 pounds, just kind of based on look. I know TV makes people look bigger than they really are, but the fact that, say that again?
He's built like a wrestler.
Oh, he is. He absolutely is. Or a rugby player. Yeah. 100%. And looking...
Isn't he a wrestler?
Yeah, he was.
Right?
He was
okay. I was making sure I was remembering the right, like...
But to be able to have that type of balance on that pole and that coordination to be able to get down low, pull that thing up and make it back while that thing was 6 inches above the water while everybody else is only dipped 6 inches. This motherfucker was right there. He had just stepped off into the water.
Yeah.
It just shows how insanely fucking talented this guy is in a competitive, situation. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree.
Gabe is great in the competition side. I think that, and we'll dive into this a little bit later, but I think that
I think he's like, good in the
where he needs to work on and what he needs to work on getting better at is the like social and political side of the game. And I don't even just mean like talking to people, but like learning how to read the game. And we'll get into that, you know.
Learning what to not to say, who to talk to, who to say to what,
Yeah, and just trusting the wrong people, and again, like I said, we'll break into that. But for this daily, I actually did like this one. I like these team dailies. My thing is I didn't know, like, I hate how they don't really specify all the rules to us, right? Like I said, talking with our son kind of made me, and he had asked various different questions like, well, once they get the flag and they're walking back, what happens if they fall off? Because they've already torn the flag off. Does someone have to go out, put the flag back on? You got to do it again, or are you good? I'm like, I don't know, because they don't tell us the rules. I don't know. And then he was like, do they have to take turns running to go get something, or can someone just keep running? Like one person keep running so that your legs don't get tired. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know, because they don't tell us the rules. So that's one of the things I didn't like about this, is yet again the lack of transparency in how the daily is actually like functions.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think it's just so much is implied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just clearly like stated. And we've gotten into this, and I don't want to dive into like where production fucks up and just go on a negative Nancy, but overall, I did think it was a good daily, though.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I thought it was a really interesting way to do like a balanced daily.
And I do like dailies that, like you said, make it really like a partner base. And it also is an equalizer, as in we're not going to see Sydney win every time, or we're not going to see, you know, so-and-so win every time. It gives you a little bit of mix up with D and Derek, and also Ashley and Leo coming in second, who did good on the Sudoku puzzle, but not communication wise.
Don't tell me your ideas.
I actually loved this daily from the get-go. And, you know, I was excited for her too.
I like this deal.
Yeah, I'd be willing to see it back. I think it was well played. Obviously, Yermi and Aviv come in last. Gabe and John A finished second to last. Gabe was hyped though.
Oh my God.
Gabe was hyped for that win.
He acted like he came in first. Let's fucking go. I was like Gabe.
That's how he was when he beat Bananas.
Yeah. Like the Bananas one, I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I get that. But like not coming in last.
Well, I mean, I think it was more about him being the one to go out there and get the flag instead of his smaller female partner.
And that's fair.
It is. And it was impressive. But you know, I think maybe it's because I'm so much a sports fan. Like if you're, you know, Jerry Rice and you've scored 120 touchdowns, when you score 121, do you really need to celebrate like it's your first one? You know what I mean? But with that being said, that's just my point of view, and that's no shade on him. I'm glad he was able to pull it off. I wouldn't have been able to.
Hey, I don't think he has 120 touchdowns.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm just talking shit.
No. I mean, like in the analogy base, like,
right? Yeah.
You know, who knows when Gabe's gonna win a challenge? So let him be happy about that.
That is fair.
I didn't come in last.
I don't want to take away from the fact of how impressive it was, though, that what he
did.
did.
What he did was
tough. That was actually
I don't know that I could have done it. So,
and just to go back to an earlier thought.
You never sit at home and think like,
yeah,
we do from the couch all the time.
Y'all can't do that?
I could do 95% of it. It would take me a lot longer to run up that hill and grab shit and bring it back down. But I can carry that barrel down the hill. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Can I walk on top of it?
Yeah, no, this balance one I probably actually could do fairly well. But like there are certain ones where like I look at it and I'm like, fuck no, you couldn't pay me to do that shit. Fuck. Yeah. I'm sorry, but walking on a treadmill 30 fucking feet in the air when that thing can fall on top of me in the water.
I could do that.
Fuck you. So, I could probably do it, but my brain is like, fuck you to these producers. Hell no.
See, like the one CT,
hell no.
The one that everybody said CT through for when Lekka did it.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't get up that ladder, or I'd get halfway up it and be burnt out because I'm just a bigger guy.
It's so hard to get up.
But it is something that I would like to do. I think it would be fun as fuck to get up there and climb up and down and do all that. Huh?
Think he threw it?
No.
I don't think so either. That's why I hate this justice for Lekka.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It was just a ploy to get somebody in to either get someone out of Olivia's alliance or to get CT out, and it was a win either way for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact.
And the fact that he came in second in the mini final just reassured the fact that they don't want him in here long. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't blame them.
Josh, you wanted to go back to an earlier thought. What was it?
Oh, the Josh Martinez was Spies, Lies, and Allies against Kyle.
Oh, it was Kyle.
Yeah.
Got it.
I had to look it up.
There you go.
So which car won? He faced Kyle twice in elimination?
Yes. That one was called Burning Bridges on Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Yeah, that was the one, and he almost won.
Almost.
He was like
twice.
Yeah.
Right there. I remember he was so close.
Kyle twice, faced CT. He faced Corey, he faced Bessie.
Dude, poor Josh.
Cam and Ashley.
Ash, yeah.
Cam and Ash, yeah. And War of the Worlds.
AKA the Beast.
When he was teaming with Amanda.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they had to do that spinny thing.
No, it wasn't the spinny.
It was the back-to-back
climb. With the wall.
Climb, yeah.
The spinny one was different. That was was a different elimination.
Lost to Cam.
Right.
Yeah, lots of Cam and Ash. Yeah, and War of the Worlds. I remember that. So after the Daily D talks about how she wants to vote Anissa in, but everybody else wants to put Theo up against Yermi. what's your idea on putting Anissa in? Do you think this isn't a smart move?
Well, I just want to elaborate a little bit. So early in the episode, Sydney and Dee talk about how they don't want to target Theo anymore because they're afraid if they continue to target him, that he's just going to stake a claim on one of them. Yeah. And so they're like, we're going to back off of targeting Theo. Let's target someone else. Let's just make it random. Let's shoot at Anissa and Dee. So once Anissa and Jake. Ugh. So once Dee wins, she starts telling everybody this plan, vote for Anissa. Michaela specifically really wants to continue voting Theo in because the way she sees it is that if Theo goes in against Theo and Adrian go in against, Jeremy and Aviv, either team losing is a win for her because you've got Jeremy, who's an absolute badass, and Aviv, who's a 2-time champ. And then you've got, Theo, who is on Olivia's alliance, and obviously Adrian as well. And so she's like, either way we go, it's kind of a win for me. And I personally love this moment because technically Michaela is partially working with Jeremy. So to me, this showed that, like we were saying earlier, Michaela is very much about what's the best move for me, not so much about who I'm working with, what's going to be best for them, what I should do in the interest of my alliance. She is literally there to win and go the fuck home. And I can respect that, So I think both sides have a really good argument.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're partially working together?
Oh, yeah, because Michaela's working with Sydney and Dee and all them, and they're all working with
Michaela and Aviv are pretty tight from what I understand.
Yeah, she's definitely playing both sides as far as kind of the Ashley, Nani, but even like Ashley and Nani are kind of tied with Sydney and Dee because they made that little agreement earlier, a couple episodes ago or whatever at the club.
And America's the bottom of that total poll.
She is. So, and I think that's kind of like what you were saying earlier is like these alliances are so twisted. It's hard to even know where anybody actually sits. And then you have rookies paired with vets like Dee, who's on one side, Derek K, who's from the other side. And now he's jumping over here because he has to. But his alliance,
have to. He's just like a pawn right now. But he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind being a pawn. So it's different because it helps his game.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just like it's so confusing now with these two strategies. I mean, I see the benefit of both, but I think that the more beneficial one is Michaela's.
I think that Dee's strategy kind of makes sense more because you have to, what if he stakes a claim before you guys vote him in? And say he would have took Michaela, So all that going for it kind of backfired on you no matter who goes in. Now he's trying to get you as a partner. You know what I mean? So I kind of, I side more with Sydney and Dee when it's like, all right, let's leave him alone because if we come for him, he's going to take one of us just because, And it's like, you don't want to go into elimination. And I guess I see where Dee coming from because she won. He can't stake a claim on her. But from Sydney, it's kind of like, all right, let me chill because I'm a good competitor. And I'm in line with the other side.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't he be like, all right,
it'd be a win for him.
We do that,
Yeah.
Or let's just put Michaela in that position. I think Michaela's coming from a place because she knows if Theo does do that, he's not going to come for her.
Well, he can't go for Michaela because she's technically a vet, even though she falls so much more with the rookies. No, he has to pick a rookie girl, so he would have to go for Sydney.
Gabe had to pick
Gabe should have picked Michaela. He shouldn't have picked
Michaela.
Yeah, why the fuck would he pick?
All right, look, we're just kind of diving around on this, so I'm going to say this right now.
We are. We could go step by step.
No. Let's just freestyle on this.
We can jump. We don't really have to talk about the costume party. I don't really care about it. We can jump into the game.
To me, Olivia is playing one of the best political and strategy games by any woman I've seen maybe in 20 seasons.
Really? Olivia?
Yeah. The way she's playing this game.
Tell us about that.
Because if you look at it, jumps in episode 1 already on the bandwagon to get the challenge out, right?
Yeah.
Right when you do that, that automatically opens the floodgates saying, look, anyone can make this.
It's okay to do. She gave the okay. Yeah.
And she's got an even more significant advantage just based on experience compared to half the cast that's there, right?
That's fair.
Secondly, once that dwindled down and her numbers are dwindling, she is yet to be targeted directly. It's always her alliance. They're playing the survivor game of trying to go after who's close to her.
Yeah, which is, I don't know why they won't just go directly at her.
Yeah, and I think they fear going directly at her because they fear whoever they put in isn't coming back after what she did to Lekka.
Right.
I think they really look at her as the main threat. And what happens if she goes in and all of a sudden she can rally enough of the house with being a vet and say, I want Sydney.
Well, and I also think that it's number one, I think that we saw an example of what I'm about to say at the nomination ceremony this episode, but it's, look who's making these calls. That's a very, very, very survivor thing to do, is to go after the people who surround you, not just in the interest of like making you alone. They're removing votes from your side.
They're removing power
so that you have no opportunity when they do take a shot at you. And I think that that's what they're doing to Olivia. They're isolating her socially so that she doesn't have the votes to save herself when they're ready to toss her in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and here's my thing, and I know a lot of shit on social media it's like Michaela versus Olivia, and they don't like each other and all of this.
I personally don't even feel like Michaela is like, I feel like she's playing in the back. So like, I know how you feel about Olivia's game. I feel that way about Michaela because like she's in this Attic Alliance, but it doesn't feel like she's really in it completely. Like she's not the head. She can be calling the shots, and I've heard her put a bug in the air, but like it feels like Nany and Ashley are like running the house, low key, even the votes when it comes to that. It's like she's kind of playing puppet master.
That's where I love Michaela's game this season, and I would almost compare it like a yin to a yang. Olivia and Michaela are playing two separate games that are opposing each other,
right?
But fit perfectly, right?
Yeah.
The great thing with Michaela is she's in the background, and she's really influential in her alliance, just like Olivia's really influential. But Olivia's taking that front position,
right?
Michaela's taking that back position, saying, "Nany, actually, you take the power, right?"
And so I'm sorry. I just want to throw this in. That is one of my favorite things about Michaela's social gameplay is that she doesn't care about getting the credit. She doesn't care about being in the spotlight. She doesn't care about getting the credit. She's okay with sitting in the shadows and letting someone else be the face and get the blood on their hands. She's just going to, like, kind of like Theo said this episode, she's just going to drop seeds and let other people water it.
And that's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I love that about her. I love it. Again, to me, it just shows that she has such a different view on this game. And it's not about, I got to get all my friends to the end. It's I got to get myself to the end. And if that means that I have to sacrifice alliance members, then that's what it is, because this is a fucking $1 million game.
To me, it's the difference between, if I'm going to draw an analogy to challenge players, Michaela plays the social strategy game the way CT plays it, right? Olivia's playing it the way Bananas plays it.
Yes.
And you see it in the clip when Gabe is contemplating staking a claim. He goes up. He goes up and says, Olivia goes up to Gabe and says, "You should pick Nany." And what does he do? Picks the most, I'm sorry, not how I want to say it. It's the worst fucking possible choice is your partner, Gabe, is Nany. You should have picked Michaela. That's your choice.
But Olivia, I agree. Both of them are playing impeccable.
And it's one of those things where we've seen it a couple times, but usually it's alliance versus alliance where it really seems.
It doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't. It feels like it's Olivia versus Michaela, and they both have people they're working with. The last time I really feel something like this was when we had Jordan Torrey and Paulie Cara on War of the Worlds 2.
Yes.
No, but that actually felt like head to head. This feels like
pop shots.
Sub. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't think Olivia really understands that Michaela is behind a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like she's aware that Michaela. It just feels like Ashley Nany. You know what I mean? Like I feel like even if she was to take a shot, she'll get out Ashley Nany before
shooting at Michaela.
And the thing
good point.
And the thing I like about Michaela is like nothing's personal with her.
Yeah.
It's all like, hey, it's business. Yeah, this is just game.
It's a game. Yeah.
And I respect that. Where with Ashley, you don't get that, right? Like, no, fuck you. This is personal.
A lot of them.
I hate you from 5 seasons ago, and I'm still going to hate you.
I still fucking hate you. Yeah. It is. Speaking of really good gameplay, I just kind of, before we actually get into like the stake the claim and everything with Gabe, I just kind of want to get everybody's thoughts on Theo's move this episode and his kind of puppet mastery to Gabe.
Yes, you are up for elimination. You know they are going to come for you every single time. And it's not like he did this. This opportunity came to him. It literally came to him. What happened? Who told who? It was like she said. Janae told Gabe. Gabe said, no way. Gabe goes to Leo?
He goes to Jake. So Theo comes. Yeah, exactly. And then he goes to Theo.
Theo,
goes back to Janae. Janae goes back to Gabe.
Like, I'm not doing that, this and that. And now Gabe's so confused. And he's like, yo, bro, this is not working out for you. You might as well just do what you got to do. Whole time you're thinking, oh, wow, this is my opportunity right here to not go in elimination tonight or tomorrow. This is perfect. Nah, go ahead. Stake a claim. You feel me?
Yeah, you should absolutely do that.
Gabe was absolutely right to do that, though. I'm not going to take away. Like, he should have did that. He just...
Based on how he felt, it was the right decision.
Yes.
Do I feel like he should have felt that way?
You see how Olivia told to pick Nani?
Oh, she was playing the game.
But you see how like she looks at Nani as like, all right, Nani got to be the ringleader in that alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whole time
it's Michaela. Yeah, and I think that Gabe. This is my biggest thing on Gabe, and I'm not going to harp on him on this because like I said, I do like Gabe.
Yeah,
is that Gabe didn't learn from his first issue earlier in the season, which is you have to give some trust to your partner to earn some trust as well.
Yeah.
To work well together. Communication is key. You have to have a little bit. You don't have to love the person. You don't even have to want to go take them for a drink after work.
Yeah.
But when you clock in, you got to be able to work with them, right?
Right.
And he didn't learn that with Naya, and he repeated that same mistake, and it got him twisted up into a point where he couldn't even see the game clearly for what it was. It was almost like the fog of war. He knew that something was going on, but he couldn't figure it out. He couldn't
pinpoint where the issue was coming from, and he blamed it on the wrong person. He went on that big rant to Janae, calling her a liar and saying she made all this up. And honestly, I'm wondering how he feels after seeing this episode and seeing Theo really did go up there and say those things to her. She didn't make any of that up, bro.
Yeah, like what the fuck? You're a fucking idiot.
You were mad at the wrong person. And, and my issue with Gabe, and like you said, I'm not going to bash into him. I do like Gabe. I think he's got some big lessons to learn about this game, but I do hope he gets a shot to come back.
Yeah, even though he got manipulated, there was a correct decision that he could have made that could have benefited him way better than what he did.
He was blinded by his hate for Janae, or I'm sorry, I don't want to say hate. He was blinded by his dislike and his disapproval or his disappointment with Janae before this even happened. So once this situation happened and Theo started stirring the pot and causing chaos between them, it was a done deal. My question is I'm curious why Gabe was so disappointed in getting Janae as a partner to begin with. It's not like he's the worst.
Full-time back-to-back champ. I don't understand that.
Yeah, and she's great at the social game. She knows what she's doing. She's ran multiple finals.
Can I explain something I've heard too?
Yeah,
I've heard people say it was because how close she was connected with Derek C. But what I don't understand is Gabe's closest with Leo and Jake, who's close with fucking Theo and Olivia, who's best friends with Derek fucking C. And John A. So you're all working in part of the same fucking alliance. Why do you have this distrust? This girl's obviously going to be on this side.
Yeah.
She's not going to go over there and work with Ashley and Nani.
Right.
She doesn't fuck with them. She never has.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me wonder if maybe Gabe was starting to get nervous being on that side of the of the alliance.
I hate to say this. That's why if you're a rookie on this show, you should go subscribe to Paramount Plus or wherever you can get all the fucking seasons and watch the last 10 to 12 seasons so you know what these other people are into.
Yeah.
Because if you would watch this, you would know that Anissa and Ashley aren't going to get along.
Yeah.
You're going to know that John A and Nani are never going to fucking get along.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I agree.
Right.
We get down into nominations, and TJ asks, does anybody want to stake a claim? And Gabe decides that he's going to raise his hand, stake that claim. And
the look on Theo's face as soon as Gabe raised his hand, he was so happy.
Oh, he knew he was saved.
He knew that was it. He wasn't going to elimination no matter what.
And when he said Nani's fucking face, Lord me.
What?
Why? We've never worked together. Why would you pick me?
She was pissed.
Oh, she was super heated.
Oh, God, she was pissed. I've never seen, I never, ever would I have guessed that was how I would see Nani respond to the situation. Like, she called his ass out immediately.
Absolutely. I knew she was going to do that. I mean, Gabe thinks he's such a, John A is not a good partner. Like, a lot of people in the house, I don't think they will want to be partnered. There's a lot of people to pick. I mean, look at the the draft.
Yeah.
You got picked last. Why do you think you got picked last, bro?
Exactly. Because
not saying that you're not a good competitor. It's just just don't work well with people. You know?
Yep.
Once again, do your homework and know that Nani has never won a fucking final and John A's won 2.
Literally.
You know what? I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah.
That just makes it more.
And Nani had bananas in a fucking final and still couldn't fucking win. Couldn't beat Tori and Devin. Like,
John A won with MJ.
Yeah, one with
Nani
MJ.
And Wes.
And Wes. But not even with Wes. Like, by herself with Wes.
I was about to say Nani had bananas in the final twice, but I wouldn't count the Leroy. No, I wouldn't count that.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting. And, obviously this is kind of jumping ahead just a little bit, but, Michaela makes a great point later in the elimination when she's like, Gabe has been going on and on and on about how John A is the worst one here. And yet it's John A versus Aviv and they're literally exactly the fucking same.
Yeah.
So, I hope that shows him something. And I was like,
him even shitting on Naya, like Naya has made it to, we've seen her in eliminations. We've seen her get to a final. The only reason why Naya did not get to run that final was because of, what she did. But she made it. She made it to that final.
She did All Stars 3, made to that final, came in third.
Yeah, she made it to that final. So it's like, what are you going off of? What are you really going off of? Aviv is they have the same amount of championships.
Literally.
They have the same amount of championships. How could you?
That's the thing. Like, John A has more championships than anybody else on the cast, not named Ashley Mitchell.
Yep, Ashley and Aviv. That's it. That's the only two.
Aviv's got one.
Only got one.
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat with Darrell.
Oh,
season 12.
Last season. Sorry, that was Rachel. I don't know why I got them mixed up.
No, but
they were tied together.
Wow, so she has more than Aviv.
Yeah.
Like nobody has more wins than her.
Her and Ashley are the only women there with 2 wins. Only well, I guess Derek for the men,
but he's
3.
not a woman.
I said 4. Jackass. I said because I was gonna say more than anyone there, but then I was like, oh, Derek with 3 for the men. So,
but then why not pick Olivia? Oh,
can't.
That
doesn't work.
That's why she told him to pick Nani. So he wouldn't pick her.
And he couldn't pick Aviv because she was already in elimination.
And he couldn't pick. Oh no, D don't count.
He couldn't pick
Aviv. So you got Anissa, Ashley, Michaela, Olivia,
and Nani.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think that's it. Yeah, I think those are the only options.
And I think the only reason he told him, and he couldn't have picked, he wouldn't have picked Leo's partner because him and Leo are boys.
Yeah,
so he wouldn't have picked Anissa. Yeah, that takes Ashley and Anissa.
Michaela, Olivia, and Nani.
And he sold her, or she sold him by saying, I think you can beat Justin in anything.
Exactly.
Because she doesn't think he can beat Cedric in anything.
Exactly.
Right.
So she got him.
She sold him.
Yeah.
She's playing a fucking
Dude.
flawless game too.
Yeah,
I really want to say that.
He got played.
He got played. Wow.
So Gabe stakes the claim, obviously goes after Nani, which was, yeah, I mean, stupid, but, you know, I guess as we break it down, he didn't have a whole lot of options. But what I really wanted to talk about was the one-on-one stake your claim face-off. Okay. And I just want to say I freaking absolutely loved this. It was fresh meat style where you're out on your own. There's nobody there watching. You got to go all the way up a hill, solve a puzzle, and get to the check and get to the end, you know? So I loved this. I thought it was awesome. And I just kind of wanted to get like everybody else's thoughts on them kind of bringing this back into the fold for this episode. Like we've talked so much this season about how this feels like a fresh meat 3, like a fresh meat season with a twist. And this just made it feel even more fresh meat-ish for me.
Yeah.
One, they should have called it Fresh Meat 3. And then really quickly, I found it interesting that they had more cameras for this little claim your stake than they did for the mini final.
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked out.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, that was yeah, but I actually want to see more stakes claimed.
I do too. I think it will make the game more interesting. I did like the way they did this. I hope if there's another one in the future that the puzzles change.
I agree. That would be cool.
What blew me away is when they got up there is the fact that
Oh my God.
Justin solved it so quickly that he'd even knock the puzzle pieces over and Gabe still couldn't finish it before Justin got down the hill.
Right. He was still working on it as he crossed the line.
Why didn't he look at Justin's puzzle? Like you can look at the lines and figure out which pieces go. I was fucking flabbergasted that Gabe just stood there and did nothing. Like, I don't even know. I was like, bro, you deserved that loss, honestly, because you had the answer right in front of you. Like,
if you really think about it, who do you think he's beating in the house?
In this elimination thing?
Yeah, in this little stake your claim thing shit.
One-on-one, whatever.
Or claim your stake, whatever.
Let's go for the people he could pick. You know he wasn't going to pick Leo. Do you think he's going to be Jake?
Maybe. Jake's so unknown because we don't really know
Jake's his
nothing.
friend too, right?
Yeah, Jake's his friend, so he wouldn't have picked him.
Drake and Leo, he wouldn't have picked them.
Yeah.
So it's either out of Cedric,
Will
Olivia
or
Carter?
Justin.
Will.
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the puzzle, right? Like getting up and down the hill isn't the issue for really any of the men he could have faced off against. It's that puzzle. And I just feel like
He wasn't winning.
His best chance would have been Will, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
But
what I was
Will's
thinking.
smart.
Maybe. And even that, I still got Will with an edge.
I just feel like Cedric would smoke almost everybody up that.
Absolutely.
Cedric would definitely that.
And he wouldn't even breathe hard.
Leo too as well.
Yeah. Leo,
I think Jake would be great
Jeremy
as well.
would smoke
Jeremy.
that shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like there's a couple of these new threats that they would be good no matter who was on this season. We could have had Horacio and Jordan on this season. They still would probably be one of the top guys out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
So
one this season would have been great.
Could you imagine if they threw Kylan, Horacio, Jordan, you know,
Ooh,
maybe
I like that lineup right there. Yep.
Mhm.
they could have.
This would have got heavy.
Yeah, it could have been
I like
a really endurance heavy season.
No offense to Anissa, maybe switch her out with like a Nerese, someone who's a little bit younger, a little bit more, athletic that's
Michelle.
actually going to compete. A Michelle completely changes the
this whole
dynamic
game.
because of
Of
her survivor
course.
connections.
Yeah.
It's a totally different game at that point.
And just like, I feel like you could put Michelle in any house.
Yeah.
She is going to happen. I don't think it's on purpose. I just think that's her personality.
Yeah.
She is going to end up running the game.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
going to be a problem, especially
She's gonna be a
socially.
problem politically.
And she's
and
not a bad
socially.
competitor either.
She's not,
So-
but she's going to be so protected to the point where it's like, any house she's in.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any house.
And I just feel like, and I said this last week too, another person that throws in here and completely changes the way these survivor girls are playing
Mhm.
is if you throw a J Starrett in.
Oh yeah, J-Star, yeah.
Especially with Michaela, because their history in
changes.
Survivor changes everything.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
You know,
So this stake your claim thing, I had one last question about it.
yeah.
I remember back on Fresh Meat days, you know, I think especially like the first Fresh Meat, when like Wes and Casey were going in literally every single time. And then they would come back and other people would be part of it too. And they would come back and they would tell a lie to the house about what they had to do at this secret elimination. So I can't remember if Justin told like if we saw Justin tell anybody in the house, but I'm curious, do you guys think, like, what would you do in this situation? Would you tell the house what is waiting for them at that one-on-one secret face-off, or would you lie about it and keep secrets so that people don't know what?
I'd go the Wes and Casey way.
I'm trying to think because they did that last season, not the last season. The
39.
39.
39, yeah.
They even asked fucking Nerys, and she's like, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not telling
Nerys
you
kept it
nothing.
secret, yeah.
I would play the same way.
But I feel like Justin would tell people, he would tell Nani, who would tell so-and-so, who would tell so-and-so, who would tell so-and-so. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the whole house already probably knows by now.
Yeah. He's for sure telling people.
Probably. And it's kind of probably scaring them from like staking a claim for real. So it's like, that would be a good strategy.
That's what I'm saying is I wonder if, you know, if the house finding out what is actually waiting there, if it would deter them from staking a claim on people like, you know, where they would have to go against Cedric or Jeremy or, you know, Sydney. Like if one of the girls tried to stake a claim on Turbo and they had to go against Sydney in that one-on-one face-off, you're most likely going to lose.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, if they know that, it's
going
to...
unless you're...
Who's Anissa partnered with?
Jake.
Unless you're... which one of these new threads could beat Sydney?
I don't think
in the
Dee beats her. I mean, I don't think America beats her. I don't think...
None of the new threats beat her.
Those are the only ones who can stake a claim on Turbo. The vet women
can't. Are those
can't.
the only ones left?
Yeah.
Well, because the vet
America,
women
Sydney,
can't...
D?
No, I think... What is there? Sydney, D, America...
Sydney, D, America, Adrian,
and... There's one more, isn't there?
No, because there's only like 5 vet males. Because there was
Tay. That's only 4. I know, that's what I'm saying.
So let's figure out the vet males. There's Theo, Turbo,
Derek
K, Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
The 4.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, because CT was 5 with Tay. I think Tay could have beaten Sydney in certain type of elimination.
Maybe, yeah, Tay, yeah.
I heard a really good comparison. I forget who said it, but she reminds me kind of. They said that she reminded them of Jenna, and I can see that.
I can see that too.
Yeah, I can see that absolutely.
I love Jenna in eliminations.
Dude, when she kicked Amanda off that fucking pendulum, that was challenge goal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's right up there.
That's only 5 men. 5. Wow, male vets left.
Yeah.
Theo, Turbo, Derek K, and Leroy.
So they
didn't bring the 18. Let's just be honest.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. But damn.
But so the only people that would be able to try to stake a claim on Turbo would be D, America, Adrian.
And we know D wouldn't do that.
D wouldn't do it. America and Adrian would both lose to Sydney.
Yeah,
I don't think they'd be stupid enough to do that anyway.
The only women that are competing with Sydney to me are Michaela and Olivia. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's.
I think Aviv too.
Oh, and Aviv.
Yeah.
Aviv is good.
I think depending on what it is, like depending on the puzzle, depending on the day,
maybe
Ashley could do something.
Yeah, maybe Ashley, maybe Anissa too. I can't sleep on Anissa ever.
If it was a physical, I don't think a lot of those girls don't want to see Anissa in a physical elimination to this day.
No, absolutely not.
The female guys for vets are way competition wise is way better than the male.
Oh yeah, and that's why I said
it's way close.
Yeah, for the women, all you need to do is throw in like a Nerys or a Tori deal. You know what I mean, and that just rounds it out a little bit more. Yeah. For the men, you got to make like 3 changes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
I could. Theo's is right now. I won't say they're carrying it. Like Theo is doing this thing. Turbo is, Turbo. but it's kind of like, yeah, they're not even carrying the show. Leroy's not really doing shit right now.
No.
Derek K is trying to find himself, so it's kind of like the women are carrying the show.
I do got to call this out. I heard on Death, Taxes, and Bananas, BT and Bananas were talking about Turbo. And they were talking about how he wears these shoes with 2-inch lifts in them. And
so he looks taller.
Yeah, so he looks taller. So we were watching a scene. You caught him when he was walking down the stairs, and you can see those fucking shoes. Big ass 2-inch lifts. And the fucked up thing is he's got those 2-inch lifts, and he's still short as fuck. Poor
you
bastard.
cannot call me short.
That guy's wild, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm glad to see him and Theo kind of start going at it, because when Theo gets riled up, he's hard to understand with his British accent too.
I love it. Yeah. It's amazing.
And Theo, he don't take no shit too. That's why.
No, he doesn't.
But Turbo getting offended on other people's behalfs too, because Theo wasn't calling Turbo a pussy. He clearly was not.
He just heard somebody else say the word pussy, and he was like,
That's my word.
That is my pussy. You cannot take my word.
Call me pussy.
Look, and I think it's funny the way Turbo acts a certain type of way around certain bets. Like he had that interaction with CT, but he was quick to walk away from that one.
Yeah, he was on the outside of he was like by the door of the kitchen. He's just like, fuck you, you lazy bastard.
Yeah, walking away. When Jordan's there, like Jordan was there for 40, he wasn't acting that way. He doesn't act that way with Bananas there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows who's in power in that house and who's
First of
not.
all, him burn voting is just annoying.
Oh my God.
Like, okay, I
There's
understand.
no such thing as a burn vote.
I understand it's burn voting and saving your friend, but consistently not choosing a side, standing on a fence is just like, yeah, you're pussy.
Yeah.
You are.
You are. You know?
That's just what it is.
Like a pussy.
So
So
you can get away with that in the first 5 to 6 episodes, right? But when you're at the midpoint, you gotta fucking, I hate to say it this way, you gotta nut up and make a choice.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and we watched you go in the closet and say, I want to take you to Fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why is that not your alliance? You got CT out.
Yeah. So what's the problem now?
Oh,
yeah.
You're Theo's friend now, man. You just can't pick a side.
Yes.
It makes me want Theo to get him out. I want Theo to get Turbo out. I don't even care about the rest of the other parts of the alliance. I just want to see.
I just want to see Turbo go home.
I want him to get an elimination.
Yeah.
Sydney is in a good place right now. That
she is the most well protected woman in the house, I think.
Yeah.
Outside of Michaela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michaela is definitely, I think, the most insulated right now because nobody's looking at her.
No, it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
It's impressive. Like we said,
it is. Even though she had the most points going into the
insane.
And she's vocal in front of everybody. And everybody's just like, okay, she said something. She's right, but all right, we're going to get this person out.
And the wild thing is she got her wins with not like quote unquote the top guys. Like she got it with Ben. You know what I mean?
And she was back-to-back winner too.
Yeah, back to back.
Ben.
Yeah.
What, Ben and Leo? Like, and Leo's good, but I wouldn't consider him the top guy out there. I consider him.
I like Leo too.
I love him.
Dude,
I think he's great.
I love Leo.
I'm going to be honest. Majority of this male and female majority of the more of the male new threats I would like to see back. There's a few female new threats I'd like to see back.
That's actually really interesting because, like we was just saying, is like this season, and even like if you look back at Challenge 40 and Challenge 39. It's the storyline and the season has been driven by the female cast, right? The women have been carrying the storyline, carrying the season. And now we're getting this fresh batch of men that are going to come in. And so the next few seasons that they're on, that I think is what we're going to start seeing is we're going to kind of start seeing that balance out a little bit more.
I think what the challenge is looking for, and I hate to say this, they want Horacio with Olivia's personality. That's what they're looking for.
Yes.
They need the next Bananas. They need the next CT.
Yes.
As much as they love Jordan, Jordan's a fucking thorn in their side every time he's on.
Yeah, Jordan's a pain in the ass because he calls them on their bullshit, So he doesn't allow shit to slide, like the goggles thing and
all that shit. All right.
And the helmet and all that,
The helmet,
what'd you guys think of this elimination? Pull it together.
I liked this one, honestly. I thought it was it wasn't fun to watch. It was like boring to watch. but I liked the team aspect between it.
It gave me old school fucking like Wrecking Wall vibes. Not like the exact theme, but it gave me that same kind of nostalgia feel.
Okay.
Yeah, it did. I agree.
I liked it. I would like to see it back, maybe with a couple changes on it.
Make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, but
to watch,
instead of such a wide climbing wall, just make it a little bit more narrow, make it a little bit faster.
And honestly, like, in my opinion, give them the pegs, right? And the quickest one to get to the top. Why does it have to be you have to use every peg and there's a peg way over here that I'm never going to fucking touch? Like, let me create my own path up, have 100 holes and like 15, shut up, and like 15 pegs, right? And let me create my own path up, and whoever creates the quickest path to the top is the winner. Like,
the anti-Laurel ninja way.
Yes, that would be so much more entertaining to watch.
That's a fact.
I was going to say, you could blame Laurel for them having used every hole.
With
man,
I hated ninja.
But no, I agree. But then all we're going to see is drop me 2 pegs and I'll just climb on up because some people can do that and then pick the winner.
Look,
it doesn't make it as exciting as having to fill every single hole.
Yeah,
I guess. Guy that you can't stand on the hole. And, you know.
Did you guys think... I'm sorry, Josh, go ahead.
No, I just actually, I loved it too. I love the fact that both people had stuff to do and it was pretty even going into the final part.
I felt it was a foregone conclusion that Jeremy was going to win this just based on his climbing experience.
Yeah.
I feel like if Gabe was going against someone else, it would have been a lot closer because he kept up a lot closer than I thought he would have with Jeremy. And I think
that slip hurt him. He really lost time on that, you know?
Yeah.
He might have only been one or two of those behind.
1 or 2 away, honestly.
And once again, I think you hit the nail on the head how impressive it was that all this shit's being talked about John A. But John A's up there competing with one of the strongest females and is right there with her step for step.
Yeah, finished at the exact same time. And also, I also want to give major props to John A, because after Gabe treated her like shit over and over and over again, she still sat there and was like, literally lied to him to keep his spirits up and was like, you have the lead, keep the lead, just keep going. And it was very clear he did not have the lead and she could see that. But she didn't want, you know what I mean? Like, so major props to John A, because that was, I don't know that I would have been a big enough person to do that. I probably would have just sat there silent. Like, you fucking idiot.
She got to hit him with a peg. So she got it out of her system.
She did. And I also just want to say at the end,
line of the night.
My line of the night, Gabe goes up to John A and he says, I'm so sorry I did this to you. And she goes, I know.
Fucking.
She put the Han Solo on him, and I love that.
I hope he learned a good lesson from that, man.
I think he did. His reaction was pretty emotional for her.
Did you guys see his post that he wrote for her?
Yeah, I did. It was very...
No, I didn't.
He did write her a post apologizing for everything, apologizing to the fans, and was like, I'm a fucking idiot. Whatever he said. So props to him for owning the fact that he fucked up. But like a lot of people pointed out in his comments, we don't know if this is because he was getting so much hate from the fan base or if he actually genuinely felt bad about the situation with John A. Only he knows that. But, props to him for putting something out regardless.
Yeah.
Props to Gabe.
At least, he's being accountable, you know, and that's all you can really say.
Yeah, whether it's internal or for show, at least he's being accountable,
The dude not everybody can say TV, that. So, yeah. I mean, that's got to say something.
Just like I said, whether it's internal or it's for show, he's taking accountability, which is a little bit refreshing because, over the last week or so, especially with like the whole cheating scandal and all of that, and then like certain someone who we specifically and definitely saw cheating on the screen, then continued to go around social media and make a joke about it for like endless jokes all over people's posts. And so to me, it's like, just take the accountability and say, I'm a fucking cheater. I'm sorry that but so props to Gabe for, doing that regardless.
Yeah, props to Gabe.
Did he make mistakes his rookie season? Yes, just as all rookies do.
Who doesn't?
I want to see him get another chance, so I think he deserves another shot. Like I've said.
I mean, he didn't go home first like Bananas did his first season, so he's on a good roll.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
Yeah. Gotta get a positive out of there.
So who are your guys' MVPs for this season? Or not this season, but this episode?
Theo.
I like
the
that.
Puppet Master. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just one, right?
No, you can do a male and a female.
You can do one, whatever you want, really.
Who impressed me this episode? No, I don't think I have a female.
That's fair.
Yeah. What you got, Josh?
I'm gonna have to go with DK for getting his first win in of the season. I haven't really said his name a whole lot this season, so he's my guy, so I have to when I can.
Yeah.
And for the women, I'm actually gonna give it to Olivia. For being that little.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Olivia too.
Yeah, the little, just a little.
A little bug in the ear.
Thank you.
The little birdie. Yeah.
Yes, just being a little birdie and making something happen, and that's all it took. So there you go.
It was like Theo said, he planted the seed, and then Olivia came by and she
Olivia
watered
kind of
it.
was like,
She watered that seed and was like, there you
Theo
go.
gets my honorable mention.
Yeah,
I like that.
It was really well played. I liked it. Yeah, I'm going to go same Olivia Theo MVP. Honorable mention to John A for being a fucking adult and handling this situation with grace. And she definitely gets my line of the night with, I know it's your fault.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way, but I'm gonna go. I'm giving my MVP. Sorry, I forgot the word for a minute. I'm giving my MVP to Theo and to Olivia with a high honorable mention to Derek. I just can't overlook how Theo twisted and manipulated his way out of elimination. It wasn't even like, it was just so beautiful and so masterful. Like it was perfect. Nobody even knew he was doing it until it was already done. And that's the perfect way. That is OG manipulation. Like that's how they used to play the game in the first 10 seasons, like manipulating people that way. Wes talking Evan into going against CT on 2 different fucking seasons. Like masterful. So I have to give it to Theo over DK, but high honorable mention to DK because he killed it in that daily.
That is another thing that kind of makes me want to bump Wes up a notch on that Mount Rushmore.
Dude, if we're talking strategy, Wes is number 1, in my opinion. Like he is one of the most masterful manipulators to ever play this game. He has perfected it.
And he also takes his L's with grace.
Yes, he does.
I think they all do.
Yeah.
Majority bananas.
Maybe not bananas.
Wes has his moments too. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're
cool.
Fuck you. Yeah.
You guys are on the fence.
So, guys, that pretty much breaks down this episode of Challenge Vets vs. New Threats. We get some previews of what it looks like is coming up. Looks like we're getting some more drama. I'm still waiting for the Nani calling Michaela out, saying this isn't Survivor, this isn't Big Brother, this is the challenge. Yeah. I want to see where that argument stems from.
I want to see who Turbo is fighting with in the arena next episode, because I do remember that being in the clip for next time on.
Theo.
I want to say it's probably Theo after what we saw this episode, but why? Like what's the
called him a pussy again?
Probably that burn voting.
Theo might have called him out about burn voting again. Yeah.
Somebody got to call him out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I hope he gets called out every fucking episode.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me so much.
Oh, dude, no, thank you
so much.
I know we ran a little bit over, but thanks for hanging out with us and hanging in there. And I'm glad we can finally get this done. I know we've been talking about it for like 2 seasons now, so I'm glad we can get it knocked out.
Thank you. I'll be back around the final. If you guys need me, I'm here whenever.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be looking forward to doing All-Stars 6 if it ever happens. So if that comes on, we'll bring you on for an episode to recap that as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you know what? Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, everybody at home, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, get a chance, subscribe, all of that. But otherwise, be good to each other. We love y'all.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.